It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Okay, ready? Yellow, line. Opposite, green. Ready.
Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And Lance going to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. And you look at this Buffalo defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
They'll roll him out right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Ready?
Cook up the gut. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Taking it right down Broadway. Down to the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Watson. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pierce will try to pick it up. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it. Hey, take it.
Here's Watson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Red, cycle.
Lance now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
when they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, and that is incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. His throw incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Alert!
Now it's Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Again, it's Watson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The score, Broncos 14, Bills nothing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw is Watson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are back within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 19-yard line.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Watson. A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And fights through one man. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution. A 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Valdez-Scantling in motion left. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, 59! 24! 24!
Here we go on 4th. Watson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now Cook. He's got it off the draw. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 111 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Lance now on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2nd and 14. Here's Lance. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. For Kidder here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, and with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Black shot.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. The bootleg. Steps away. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Down, he's coming.
Watson now to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Quick, yellow. Set.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Meanwhile, Lance is slow there, holding by Claypool. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Broncos.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
And Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over first and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they're going to speed things up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defense. Figure it out. Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. Away with the football.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now a play fake. Lance. That is caught. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On first down, Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Bills are right back in this football game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Marcus Williams from his safety spot making a nice play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Lance. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Dillon now on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Watson. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
31.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Amari Cooper, 35 yards. And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Important extra point up and through. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Lance back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Lance looking to throw. Completes to Njoku. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Lance. He's got Claypool. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Now Lance. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get through and protect the ball. And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Watson's going to throw it here. He'll buy some time right. That is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final try now for Lance. And it's incomplete. So their final drive.